So we come to the fifth move of the Himalayan 9-form sequence. This is added on. To an 18-form Qigong sequence and a 8-form sequence based on the 8 brocades. We've got the hypno Pilates yogic feel to the breath, which I'm going to go into more detail with. But again, not going down the traditional route, the meridians, done that in other tapes. Not going to the organs, etc. I believe in basically, if you're breathing in organ deep, cell deep, you'll be reaching every single cell, inch of tissue in the body. So it will all be benefited. But again, obviously, different motions might affect different meridians, etc., organs, which I've gone into more detail in the other tapes, the traditional route. But let's go down this route. So again, this is the fifth move of the 9-form sequence added on to the ends of 18-form, 8-form, 18-form, and this is the last, the 9-form at the end. This is the fifth move of that. So basically, this is the 31st move of the whole 35, 3 forms put together. Again, I'll put that on the numbers. You can follow them segmentally, so you can in order or segmentally, because I'll go into more of the breathing. It's more about the breathing we're going to do here, the yogic Pilates style and hypnotherapy type breathing. So let's go into that straight away. The lotus leg kick, this can be called, but again, this, we're going to zip up pelvic floor, scoop out your abdominals, take them navels towards the spine. You can't do one of the muscles without the other, they go together, and that's going to naturally help you breathe into them lower lobes of lungs, the intercostals, the ribs, anywhere but the stomach. So just allow that to happen right now, and as you're allowing that to happen, breathing through the nose and exhaling through pursed lips, as if you're sort of blowing out a candle through pursed lips. As you zip up pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals, that'll naturally breathe into them fish gills, 3D style, organ deep, cell deep, even bone marrow deep, into them lower lobes of lungs, the intercostals, the ribs, anywhere but the stomach. That lovely, free, expansive breath, because there's nowhere else for breath to go apart from into them lower lobes of lungs, the intercostals, the ribs. That's the only place you can go as you, right now, zip up pelvic floor and scoop out your abdominals, take the navel towards the spine, their muscles go together, you can't do one without the other, and that'll help you breathe 3D style, organ deep, cell deep, even bone marrow deep, in through the nose to these lower lobes of lungs, the intercostals, the ribs, anywhere but the stomach. Then exhale through pursed lips for as long as you like. Lovely. That's going to help us use our pelvic floor and the corset muscle in the most efficient manner, helping us breathe anywhere but the belly button. That engages the pelvic floor and the transverse abdominis, the corset muscle, 3 layers deep. Just all segmentally stabilising the spine. Lovely. So that's, in short, lateral thoracic breathing from Pilates. But if you want to go slightly into the more yogic breath, you close the mouth and you go in and out through the nose. Okay, and that lengthens the whole will cycle of the breath. Okay, because it's smaller throat for the nose, that helps us lengthen the whole will cycle of the breath. You go slightly into the more yogic breath there. But as you're there, naturally you'll want to feel the out breath want to go longer than the in breath. So just allow that to happen. Okay, just allow that to happen, and then consciously take your mind to that out breath and elongate the out breath longer than the in breath. Okay, quadruple it, double it, triple it, the out breath. Just make it longer than the in breath. Within your limits, that stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system, all the things we don't think about, sleep, digestion, rest, and relaxation are all benefited by elongating the out breath longer than the in breath. Lovely. So bring that yogic feel in there. And as you're elongating the out breath longer than the in breath, that'll bring in that hypnotherapy type breathing, a bit like 7-11 breathing. Lengthen the out breath longer than the in breath as you zip up pelvic floor and scoop out the abdominals. breathing through the nose and exhaling through pursed lips. You'll feel that breath coming low and deep to the lower lobes of lungs. These fish gills, 3D style, as though someone's opening an umbrella inside your rib cage and letting go, or someone's just pushing out from inside your rib and letting go. Just adding width to the lungs as you breathe in, and length for the out breath as you exhale through pursed lips. You're just sort of blowing out a candle through pursed lips. Lovely. So you can stick with that breathing. We're going to make it slightly more advanced, the Ujjayi breath. In Sanskrit for victorious breath, you can do that. Okay, but if you can't get it, don't worry, carry on as you are, zipping up pelvic floor and scooping out your abdominals, breathing in out through the nose. Okay, that's the yogic breath, in and out through the nose. And lengthen that out breath longer than the in breath. But if you want to go to Ujjayi breath, where you grip of the esophagus, make it a little narrower, and it makes a sort of Darth Vader sound. It's like this, it's a, but with the mouth shut. It's like a raspy, silky, whistling sound from the back of the throat. Ujjayi breath. Once more, we'll lengthen the whole will cycle of the breath for that smaller filter and stimulate the thyroid gland, which helps with weight control, etc. Helps us even more fan the fire to burn all the toxins in the body. Gives the mind something even more to focus on. Okay, more focusing type breath. Sometimes you do it naturally when you're doing a fine motor skill in everyday life. We're just overemphasising that with Ujjayi breath. Okay, lovely. Seashore breathing. It's a if you can't get that, don't worry. Just carry on breathing as we were, zipping up pelvic floor, scooping out your abdominals, breathing in and out through the nose, while elongating the out breath longer than the in breath. And no matter what breath you've got, you can get that advanced yogic breath, that's great. More like the Ashtanga breathing, similar-ish. If you can't get that, don't worry. Just carry on as you are. Whatever, where you are, with Ujjayi breath or not, just be aware of the sound of the breath, the feel of the breath, as it weaves that tapestry of relaxation in every single organ, cell, sinew of the body at will. As you keep zipping up pelvic floor and scooping out your abdominals, allowing that breath just to come into these lower lobes of lungs, the intercostals, the ribs, anywhere but the stomach. Lovely. And allow that simplicity to relax the mind. Allow that relaxation to soak in like blotting paper into every single organ, cell, sinew of the body. Brilliant. So with that, I'm going to go for the motion. So it's a bit of a funny motion. I'll do the motion, then we can bring the breath in. So it's like a meditative breath. So we're going to come up and down with our hands. So you start with this. Knees are soft. Again, coming up and down, and come back a little bit. So again, coming up and down. Now, again, how high you take the hands is up to you. It could be down here, that could be the high hand, or up there. But again, you're going to come up to the highest hand, you go over the garden gate. We'll mix the breathing in a minute, and then come back down. Okay, so with that, we'll come up here, and you go over the garden gate and back down. Okay, it could be down here. If you can't get the leg up here, it could be down here. Modify it. Okay, going back and back down. Over the garden gate. It's nice to free up the hips. Always nice to free up the hips. We tend to shorten up the hips a lot in everyday life, through sitting down, etc. It's always nice to release the hips and release the knots that are bound you. Then we bring the breathing in. Zip up pelvic floor, scoop out your abdominals. Breathing in for the nose and out for the nose. And just elongate the out breath for as long as you like and start again. Shoulders down, lengthen up for the crown. So there's a puppet string, a hook, a brace on your head, putting up towards the ceiling, breathing through the nose, and elongate the out breath for as long as you like. Ride in the wave of that lovely elongated out breath, and simply start again. Lovely. Breathing through the nose, and out for the nose. As you empty one leg, fill up the next. Feel that soft cushion of the earth as that foot just mounts down towards the floor. Breathe in through the nose and elongate the out breath, longer than the in breath. Remember, you can be low or high. See what suits you. Slow as harder, fast as easier. So you want to go slower. Nothing set the motion. Nice meditative breath. Elongate the out breath for as long as you like. You want to sit down deeper, you can do, but I would go no lower than knees in line with toes. Keep the Iyengar yoga principles of alignment. And be up higher, down deep, but no deeper than knees in line with toes. Only as wide or as deep as you like. If you want to do that, you step out a little bit wider and sink, but no lower than knees in line with toes. Shoulders down, lengthen up from the crown. Breathe in through the nose and elongate the out breath for as long as you like. See how long you can make the out breath go longer than the in breath, encouraging them restful relaxation responses and endless streams of comfort. Looking to untie the knots that bound you, feeling that sense of liberation and freedom in the hips. Lovely. Again, that's the lotus leg kick. So that was, so that was 31. Yeah, that was the 5th move, so we got another 4 to go. Yeah, so that was 31st move of the whole 35, 3 forms put together. I'm not going to go for that again. But again, we've got 32 next, which is so this was, the 5th move. So, so we got 30, so the next one is cloud hands. Lovely, but that was the 31st move. Again, the lotus leg kick, bang, brilliant.